Now let's go.
Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Isaiah, as always, and today we'll be recapping week 3, oh my goodness, of the NFL season. So, yeah, let's get into it. This week had a lot of crazy games and a lot of games. Starting it off on Thursday Night Football, Browns-Steelers. That's me moving my mic. Browns-Steelers. If you expected the game between Mitch Trubisky and Jacoby Brissett to be entertaining, you'd be wrong. Jacoby Brissett looked decent. I mean, where was this when Miami just needed one win out of him? My bad, too. He beat the Texans. Yeah, I don't really know where this was, but he looked very solid. Nick Chubb is still the best running back in the league. And yeah, not much to say about this game. Oh, George Payton had that amazing catch, though. Up next, we got the Bills and my Dolphins. Oh my goodness, what a game. And I know what everyone's going to talk about. It's going to be the butt punt that went to the back of the end zone, and we still won. So let's put some respect on the Dolphins' name. They are easily a top 5 team in the league. We beat probably the best team in the league, and yes, they had injuries, I'm aware, but that doesn't mean that it still was an impressive game. Their offense was basically healthy, was actually really healthy, and they had a very, very, very good game. I think our defense was the real winner of this game. I think Tua made some pretty good throws, and yeah, very happy to end that losing streak to Buffalo. Very crazy game. Next, we got the Bengals and the Jets. I mean, finally, Cincinnati, what a game. It's a miracle. And yeah, not much really happened this game, honestly. Joe Mixon barely did anything on the ground. Joe Burrow had his best game of the year, which doesn't say much. And Joe Flacco went back to Joe Flacco ways. Also, the Jets did score a touchdown. Up next, we have the battle of the 0-2 disappointments, the Las Vegas Raiders and Tennessee Titans. Hey, Vegas, wake up. So it was a really good take that the AFC West may have some of the worst coaches in the league. Besides Andy Reid, those coaches have been abysmal. Brandon Staley, obviously, there's something wrong. I was very high on him, but yeah. Josh McDaniels' team is so talented, yet they're 0-3. And then you have the Broncos, Nathaniel Hackett. Their offense has looked so inefficient, and it showed in this game. Hey, the Titans may not have scored in the second half, but they went up big enough in order to pull off with this game. I mean, come on, what is happening? Devontae Adams doesn't seem to be himself. Derek Carr is not having the campaign that I thought he was gonna have. I thought he'd be an MVP like candidate. It's been a very, very poor showing for this Las Vegas Raiders team. But good job to former Dolphin Matt Cullen for basically reviving not even reviving, by making himself relevant. Up next, we have the Saints and the Panthers. Oh my goodness, this is another team, the Saints, who are really worrying me. The offense has looked bad. Kamara hasn't really done much. Jameis is throwing a lot of picks. Chris Olave looked really solid though. And in terms of the Panthers, don't think it's a turnaround. No, this season is over. McCaffrey looked good, but Baker looked really bad. Baker's looked bad all year, and basically, that one Laviska Shenault touchdown basically saved you guys from being absolutely embarrassed. I'm next to get the Ravens and Patriots. Surprisingly entertaining game. Patriots ran it for most of the game, but yeah, the Ravens put it out in the third quarter, and yeah, don't really know what else to say. Lamar Jackson is an MVP candidate, looking so unbelievably good. 300 scrimmage yards, 5 touchdowns, only 1 pick. That's a crazy stat line. I think the most interesting thing is Mac Jones throwing 3 picks and a loss, and the Patriots, he's not going to be hurt. Also, Devontae Parker looked really, oh my goodness, I didn't realize he had 150 yards. Yeah. Ravens get another win, bouncing back from that Dolphins game to move themselves to 2-1 and continuing Lamar Jackson's MVP campaign. Up next, we got the Lions and the Vikings. Oh, please, Lions, stop choking. I thought they had this game in the bag, and then just out of nowhere, it was just, I was watching Red Zone and the Vikings all of a sudden ended up winning that game. That was a crazy game. I still don't think Lions that you should be worried. I've loved what I've seen out of this offense. They are very explosive offense. I think Jared Goff has looked really solid throughout these years. But yeah. Also, really good props to Jeff Okuda to only hold Justin Jefferson to 3 catches for 14 yards. Yeah. Very, very good game out of both of these teams, honestly. I liked what I saw out of both of them. I liked how I saw Kirk Cousins not have to be over-reliant on Justin Jefferson and still be able to put up a very solid Kirk Cousins-like stat line. Up next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders. I made a power rankings, and after this game, the Eagles moved up to 1 because this is what great teams do. They blow out bad teams. All right, and now you're looking at that. Literally, the entire Eagles game could be summed up in the second quarter. This game was, like every other quarter, does not matter. The Eagles' defense looked really good. They had like 9 sacks. Jalen Hurts looked like an actually elite quarterback. Like, who is this guy? He is not the same quarterback from last year. Looks like A.J. Brown is really, really paying off, and Devonta Smith had a really good game. In terms of the Commanders, they scored a garbage time touchdown and got a safety, but the offense did not look good. Carson Wentz did not look good. He kept looking lost, getting pressured every single play. The O-line was not holding up. Carson Wentz taking too many sacks. Very bad combination. Next, we got the Colts and the Chiefs. So, Colts, are you good or are you bad? I'm so lost. You can't go from getting shut out by Jacksonville 1 week to just beating Kansas City, who was arguably the best team in the league. I'm not too concerned about this game for the Chiefs' sake. The special team scares me because, well, that was a horrible special teams game. That was on level of the Packers in the divisional round last year. Missed kicks after missed kicks, muffed punts. When Harrison Buckner comes back, the Chiefs will be fine. Congrats on the win, Indianapolis, but I still don't know how to feel about you guys. Do it again. Who do you guys play next week? Beat Tennessee next week, and we can talk. Next, we got the Bears and the Houston Texans. Neither one of these teams look good. It literally looked like I was watching the 2 worst teams of football play each other. And I'm pretty sure I was. In my power rankings, Texas 32, Bears 31. I literally look like I was watching 2 worst teams of football. Justin Fields has looked so bad these weeks. Like, I'm pretty sure he has 23 completions in 3 weeks, which is not good. And I know he doesn't have the greatest supporting cast, but Khalil Herbert was able to run around that entire offense, that entire Texans defense. Literally, the only reason they won that game was because of Khalil Herbert and a bad Davis Mills pick at the end of the game. All right. I know they were hurt, okay? I know Justin Herbert was playing through broken ribs. But it's just not like you to lose to 28 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's get it out of the way. Jacksonville is a very solid team. I need to go further to the season, but I have them ranked 11th on my power rankings right now. Really, I think that's fair. Chargers are looking really concerning right now. And with all the injuries, Rashawn Slater being out, does Brandon Staley even care about player health? Because Justin Herbert, with a broken rib, still threw the ball 45 times. They did not even attempt to run the ball. Eckler had 4 carries. They didn't even attempt to run the ball. And it wasn't like, I know the score, they were being blown out, but the Chargers had a chance to come back. They just were trying to make Herbert sling. And I know he's like your best player, but still. This really concerns me about the Chargers, and I had them winning Super Bowl, but it's not looking like that. Also, Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. Thanks for proving me wrong. Moving on, we got the Los Angeles Rams, who took on the Arizona Cardinals. Who would have thought a battle between 2 of the strongest arms in the NFL would not have a single passing touchdown? Instead, we'd get field goals and Cooper Kupp rushing touchdowns. Both of these teams really do concern me, and I could live realistic. No, I'm not gonna say that. One of these teams is making the playoffs this year. Don't know which one it is. The NFC West was supposed to be a very competitive division, but it's so far all I've seen. I have not been impressed by any of the teams in the division. Arizona won off a fluky game. Rams have almost blew a lead to the Falcons, 28-3 lead. You just don't do that to the Falcons. And the 49ers offense does not look good, and Seattle is the Seahawks. Very, very disappointed in the NFC West. Up next, we have the Packers and the Bucks. Must feel nice as a Packers fan to finally beat a Tom Brady-led Bucks team after them absolutely dominating you in the 2020 season. Yeah, very boring game, very not eventful. Tom Brady led a touchdown drive, and the fumble at the end of half changed momentum completely. Really, only thing that happened was the last 30 seconds of the game, and Devondre Campbell is a very good linebacker. All right, up next we have the Falcons and the Seahawks. A very entertaining game for considering the two teams that were playing. The both offenses in the first half looked very competent. It turns out that throwing to Kyle Pitts is a very good idea, Arthur Smith. But yeah, I don't want to talk much about this game. Two really bad teams duking it out. Congrats to land on your first win. Up next, we got the Broncos versus the San Francisco 49ers. Oh my goodness, can these punters get a raise? Like, the punting was just impeccable this game. Also, Jimmy G walking on the back of the end zone was pretty funny. And then throwing a pick six. Other than that, though, once again, this game was also a very uneventful game. Glad I didn't stay up to watch it. It was very boring. An 11-10 game is just not a fun game to watch. Denver concerns me a lot, but so does San Fran. Up next, we got the Cowboys and the Giants. So the Giants are no longer undefeated. I always knew they were frauds, yada, yada, yada. The Cooper Rush-led Cowboys are the best team in the fourth quarter, and CeeDee Lamb is still a very good football player. Oh yeah, also DeMarcus Lawrence is out of hibernation finally. It does help Micah Parsons on the whole other side of the O-line, but yeah. Marcus Lawrence had a really good game this week, but in Micah Parsons, just his presence, I know his presence there was just able to force Daniel Jones to go into DeMarcus Lawrence. That's not a joke. I actually believe that. And yeah, Daniel Jones actually looked really solid. I like what he did on his legs. Let's see how many yards he had. Daniel Jones had 79 yards rushing. Yeah. I like what he did with his legs, but that final throw at the end of the game was atrocious. All right, well, I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, subscribe, and notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.